What if I told you ancient Stoic secrets could help you stay calm when life feels chaotic? That you could handle criticism, heartbreak, and stress like a queen? Today, I'll share 10 Stoic lessons every woman needs, not from dusty books, but from real-life struggles. Stick around. Lesson number 5 will change how you see your problems forever. Ever felt like life keeps throwing curveballs at you? Stress at work, drama in relationships, or just that overwhelming feeling like you're never enough? What if I told you there's a 2,000-year-old philosophy that can help you stay unshakable through all of it? And no, it's not about suppressing your emotions or just toughing it out. It's about wisdom, clarity, and real power. Welcome to Stoicism for Women. Most people think Stoicism is just for old Greek men in togas, but history tells a different story. Women like Portia Catonis, the wife of Brutus, used Stoic principles to face betrayal and political chaos with courage. Fast forward to today, modern women deal with constant pressure, societal expectations, emotional labor, and the myth of having it all. Stoicism isn't about being emotionless. It's about owning your emotions so they don't own you. Let's be real. Society teaches women to overgive, overthink, and burn out. We're told to be kind, but rarely taught how to set boundaries. We're encouraged to hustle, but not how to handle failure without crumbling. Stoicism flips the script. It's not about becoming cold. It's about becoming clear-headed, resilient, and fiercely intentional. What you'll learn. In this video, we'll dive into 10 Stoic lessons tailored for women, like how to stop wasting energy on what you can't control and focus on what you can. Why your worst days could be your greatest teachers, with real-life examples. The Stoic secret to handling criticism without self-doubt creeping in. I'm not just teaching philosophy, I'm giving you tools. By the end, you'll have a mental toolkit to navigate chaos, protect your peace, and redefine strength on your terms. If you've ever felt like life's weight is yours to carry alone, this is for you. Let's begin. Double asterisk, Lesson 1. Control what you can. Ignore the rest. Imagine this. Your boss criticizes your work in front of the team. Your heart races, your face burns. Do you react defensively? Or do you stay unshaken, knowing exactly what's worth your energy? Stoicism teaches the difference between what controls you and what you control. Let's break it down. The core idea. The circle of control. The ancient Stoic Epictetus said, "Some things are within our power while others are not." For women, especially those juggling careers, relationships, and societal expectations, this is life-changing. What you control, your actions, thoughts, boundaries, and effort. What you don't, others' opinions, unexpected events, the past. Real-life example. Sarah's coworker took credit for her idea in a meeting. Instead of confronting her angrily, which risks her reputation, she documented her contributions and privately spoke to her manager. Result? She got recognition without drama. Why this matters for women. We're often taught to fix everything, people's feelings, others' mistakes. Stoicism says, focus only on your lane. The trap. Wasting energy on the uncontrollable scenario 1. Obsessing over a rude comment online. Stoic fix. Ask, can I delete it? No? Then why let it live rent-free in my mind? Scenario 2. Fretting about a partner's bad mood. Stoic fix. Did I cause this? Number. Can I force them to cheer up? Number. Offer kindness. Then focus on your peace. Stoic question to viewers. What's one thing you're stressing about that's actually outside your control? Type, let it go in the comments. Engagement hack. The power of selective attention. Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum, imagining worst-case scenarios to strip fear away. Modern twist. Worried about a presentation, prep thoroughly, then mentally shrug. Even if I stumble, I'll survive. Overthinking a text, reply, send it and close the app. Their response isn't yours to control. Key phrase, your power isn't in changing others, it's in guarding your mind. Actionable exercise, the 5-minute journal drill. Grab paper, draw 2 circles, inner circle, control. List 3 things you can influence today, e.g. your workout, tone of voice. Outer circle, no control. List 3 things you can't, e.g. traffic, a friend's choices. Physically tear the outer circle, symbolically releasing it. Why it works. Visualizing this trains your brain to automatically filter out noise. Pro tip, do this nightly to reduce anxiety. 5. Why women need this. Most historically, women's worth was tied to others' approval. Stoicism flips that. Boundaries, saying no without guilt. Controlling your time. Confidence, your value isn't dictated by likes or gossip. Script pause for impact. Pause right now. Think, where have you been handing over your power? To social media? To someone who doesn't deserve it? Take it back. Lesson 2. Turn obstacles into power. The Stoic woman's secret. What if every setback, every rejection, every no you've ever heard was actually fuel for your comeback? Today I'm sharing how Stoic women turn pain into power, and you can too. The obstacle is the way Stoics didn't see problems as roadblocks. They saw them as training. Think of it like this. When life throws a boulder in your path, you don't collapse. You ask, how can this make me stronger? Imagine a woman who got passed over for a promotion. The average reaction, anger, self-doubt. But the Stoic woman, she pauses. She asks, can I control this decision? Number. What can I learn from this? Maybe her skills need polishing. What's the next move? Sign up for a course or negotiate better next time. This isn't toxic positivity, it's strategic resilience. The 3-step Stoic reframe. Name the pain. I feel humiliated. Acknowledge it. Pause right now. What's hurting you? Say it out loud. Find the hidden lesson. Rejection teaches you thicker skin. Failure reveals what needs work. Stoic women don't ask why me, they ask what now. Take one small action. Example. After a breakup, instead of stalking your ex, write down 3 things this taught you about your needs. Why this works for women. We're taught to internalize pain. Was it my fault? Stoicism flips that. Social media envy. Their highlight reel isn't my battle. Mom guilt. I'm doing my best. That's enough. Which obstacle are you reframing this week? Comment below. Next time life knocks you down, remember, a Stoic woman doesn't just get up. She rises taller because the obstacle is her path. Stick around. Lesson 3 will change how you handle emotions forever. Lesson 3. Your emotions are signals, not orders. How Stoic women stay in control. What if I told you your anger, fear, and anxiety aren't problems to fix, but secret messages you've been ignoring? Today you'll learn the Stoic art of decoding your emotions without letting them control you. The big lie we believe. Most women are taught one of 2 extremes. Suppress your feelings. Be polite. Hello, resentment. Let it all out. Your emotions are truth. Hello, regret. Stoics found the balance. Your emotions are data, not dictators. Real-life example, situation. Your friend cancels plans last minute. Instant feeling, rejection. They don't value me. Stoic. Pause. Is this fact or story? Could there be 10 other reasons? The 3-step Stoic emotion hack. Pause the story. Voiceover. Try this with me right now. When emotion hits, say, I am feeling bachmom, but I am not. Example, I am feeling disrespected, but I am not being attacked. Why it works: create space between feeling and reacting. Interrogate the signal anger. Maybe a boundary was crossed. Anxiety, you care deeply, but fear losing control. Script trick. Your jealousy isn't petty. It's a spotlight on what you secretly want. What is it showing you? Choose your upgrade. Instead of, I'm devastated, try I'm recalibrating. Instead of, this is unfair, ask what part can I own? For depth, emotions need room to breathe. Why women need this most. We're socialized to absorb others' moods. A coworker's bad day, our fault. Stoicism teaches you're responsible for your weather, not everyone else's climate. What emotion keeps hijacking you? Type it in the comments. Let's decode it together. Your feelings are like fire, useful if you contain them, dangerous if you let them spread. Next time you're overwhelmed, remember, a Stoic woman feels deeply, but acts wisely. In Lesson 4, you'll learn how to prepare for life's worst without becoming pessimistic. Lesson 4, prepare for the worst, but expect the best. Stoic secret to unshakable peace. What if I told you there's a way to stop fearing bad news, breakups, or even job loss without becoming negative? Today, I'll teach you the ancient Stoic practice that keeps you calm no matter what happens. Why? Negative visualization is your superpower. Stoics called it premeditatio malorum, imagining worst-case scenarios before they happen. But this isn't about pessimism. It's about preparation. Real-life example. Worry. What if I get fired? Stoic drill. Imagine it happening. Feel the fear now. It loses power later. Ask, could I survive this? Yes, you'd update your resume, network, cut expenses. Result, the monster under the bed disappears. How to practice without spiraling. Pick one fear, voiceover. Pause and think of one thing you're scared to lose. Job, relationship, health. But only one at a time. Write the survival plan example. For heartbreak, I'd cry, call my sister, then join a dance class to meet new people. Your plan isn't failure. It's your unshakable backup system. Feel gratitude for now. After the exercise, notice, I still have my job, partner, health, and if I lose them, I'm ready. Short enough to avoid anxiety, deep enough to work. Why women resist this, but need it most. We're taught to stay positive until crisis hits, then panic. Stoicism says, prep in peace so you don't beg in chaos, engagement. Hukmum, what's one fear you'll premeditate this week? Comment below. It's scarier in your head than on paper. Stoic women don't wait for storms to build shelters. They practice the rain while the sun shines, so when life gets loud, their minds stay quiet. In Lesson 5, you'll learn why speaking less could be your biggest power move. Lesson 5, the power of silence. Speak less, win more. What if staying silent could make people respect you more? Today you'll learn the Stoic secret to speaking less and gaining more power in any conversation. Why women talk too much and how it hurts us. We often over-explain, justify, or fill awkward gaps because we're trained to be pleasant. We fear being misunderstood. We think more words, more control. Stoic. Truth. The less you say, the stronger you become. Real-life example. Situation. Someone insults your work. Normal reaction. Defend, argue, prove yourself. Stoic move. Pause. Let their words hang. Then calmly say, I'll consider that. 3 situations where silence wins when you're angry. Stoic rule. Wait 5 seconds before responding. Voiceover trick. Count with me now. 1, 2, 3. Feel that control coming back. When others gossip, just smile and change the subject. Why it works. They'll start respecting your boundaries. When you want respect, stop explaining your decisions. No is a complete sentence. Try it this week. The magic of the Stoic pause. Practice this today. Before speaking, take one deep breath. Ask, is this necessary? Is it kind? If not, stay silent. Which situation will you try silence in first? Comment, gossip, or anger below. Your words are precious. Stop spending them on people who don't deserve them. In Lesson 6, you'll learn how ancient Stoics prepared for worst-case scenarios without becoming paranoid. Lesson 6, Memento Mori, how remembering death makes you unstoppable. What if I told you the secret to living fearlessly isn't motivation, but death? Not in a dark way, in the most freeing way possible. This is how Stoic women use mortality to crush excuses. The shocking truth about time. Average woman spends 2 years scrolling social media, 9 months, arguing 6 weeks, waiting in lines. Stoic question. If today was your last, would you waste it like this? Real-life twist. A nurse shares how seeing death daily taught her to stop postponing hard conversations, to quit someday thinking, I'll travel when. Voiceover. Pause. Right now, what's one thing you'd do if you had 6 months left? 3 ways to practice. Memento Mori. The daily death reminder. Practical, not morbid. Morning ritual. Look in the mirror and say, I am alive today. I will not waste it. Why it works. Creates urgency without anxiety. The last time mindset. When frustrated, kids, traffic, delays. Could this be the last time I experience this? Instantly shifts irritation to gratitude. The legacy filter. Before decisions, ask, will this matter when I'm gone? Cuts through 90% of trivial stressors. Why women transform with this kills people-pleasing. Will their opinion outlive me? Ends procrastination. The perfect time is a myth. What would you do tomorrow if death gave you courage? Comment below, no judgment. Death isn't waiting at the end. It's walking beside you every day. The Stoic woman doesn't fear it. She uses it as her compass. In Lesson 7, you'll discover how to love the chaos you can't control. Lesson 7, love your unpredictable life. Amor fati, the Stoic superpower. What if I told you the secret to happiness isn't controlling your life, but falling in love with whatever happens? Today, you'll learn the ancient Stoic practice that turns bad luck into blessings. The life-changing magic of amor fati. Amor fati equals Latin for love your fate. Not just accepting what happens, but embracing it like it was your choice all along, real life. Example, situation. You get rained out on vacation. Normal reaction, frustration, ruined plans. Stoic reaction. This is my chance to cozy up indoors and finally read that book. Pause right now. Think of one recent disappointment. How could you love it instead? 3 ways to practice. Amor fati. Today. The thank you game traffic jam. Thank you for this extra podcast time breakup. Thank you for showing me what I really need. Stoic women don't see setbacks. They see plot twists. The better than reframe. This job rejection is better than getting stuck in the wrong role. This illness is better than never learning to slow down. The secret benefit finder. Ask, what hidden gift could this contain? Example, losing a client forces you to improve your skills. Why women need this most. We often obsess over perfect lives, perfect body, perfect mom, perfect career. Amor fati breaks that trap. The mess is the magic. Your flaws are your fingerprints. What bad thing actually helped you? Comment below. Let's celebrate our plot twists. From today, start treating life like a mystery novel, where even the bad chapters make the story better. Next lesson, You'll learn the Stoic morning routine that changes everything. Lesson 8. The Stoic morning routine. 5 minutes to unshakable confidence. Want to know how Stoic women start their day? Not with chaos, not with stress, but with 5 minutes of power. Here's the exact routine that'll change your mornings forever. Why your morning controls your life. Most women wake up and immediately check phone notifications, anxiety, social media, comparison, emails, stress. Stoics do the opposite. They own their mind before the world owns it. The 5-minute Stoic morning routine. Voiceover. Do this with me tomorrow. Minute 1. The pause. Before you even get out of bed, ask, what's one thing I'm grateful for right now? Not, I have to be grateful. Just notice something. Your breath, the blanket, silence. Minute 2. The obstacle game. Think of one challenge coming today. Now say, what if this is happening for me? Example. What if my annoying meeting is training my patience? Minute 3. The death reminder. Voiceover. Sounds dark, but stick with me. Say, if today were my last day, would I waste it on mai? Fill in your worst habit, scrolling, overthinking, etc. Minute 4. The small win. Decide one tiny victory you'll claim today. I'll drink water first. I'll ignore gossip. Minute 5. The anchor. Phrase. Repeat a Stoic mantra like, I control my effort, not outcomes. People's opinions are not my business. Why this works for women. Stops the mental load before it starts. Takes less time than brewing coffee. Which minute will you try tomorrow? Comment 1 to 5 below. Tomorrow morning, don't let the world decide your mood. You decide it first. In Lesson 9, you'll learn how Stoic women handle the biggest energy drain of modern life. Social media envy. Lesson 9. How Stoic women handle social media envy without quitting the internet. Scrolling, comparing, feeling like everyone's life is better than yours. What if I told you there's a Stoic trick to beat social media envy without deleting your apps? Why social media hurts and how Stoics fix it. The problem. Your brain treats curated posts like reality. The Stoic shift. Ask, would I trade my entire life for their 3-second highlight? Real-life example. Situation. You see a friend's vacation pics while you're stuck at work. Normal reaction, my life sucks. Stoic move, I'm happy for her, and my time will come. What's my next adventure? The 3-step detox mute without guilt. Try this today. If an account makes you feel less than, mute it, no drama. Stoic reminder, protecting your peace isn't rude, it's survival. Turn envy into goals. Jealous of someone's fitness? What's one thing I can do today? Your envy is a GPS for what you actually want. Where's it pointing? Practice reverse comparison. Instead of they have more, think what do I have that others dream of? Short enough to stay sharp. Why this works for women. We're targeted by ads saying we're not enough. Stoicism says, you're already whole. Social media just makes you forget. Which account do you need to mute? Type gone in the comments. Social media isn't the problem, it's how we use it. A Stoic woman curates her feed like her life depends on it. Because it does. Next up, Lesson 10, How to Grow Stronger from Pain. Lesson 10, The Unbreakable Woman, How Stoicism Makes You Anti-Fragile. What if every failure, heartbreak, and disappointment didn't just make you stronger, but actually made you unbreakable? This is the final Stoic lesson every woman needs. What is anti-fragility? Most people think resilience means bouncing back, but Stoic women go further. They gain strength from chaos. Example, a muscle that tears grows back stronger. Your life, rejection, thicker skin, failure, sharper wisdom. Stoicism doesn't just help you survive storms, it teaches you to dance in the rain. 3 ways to build anti-fragility. Seek small discomforts. Try this tomorrow. Cold showers, difficult conversations, saying no to something easy. Why? You train your mind to handle bigger challenges. The worst case game. Ask Mata, what's the absolute worst that could happen? Then ask, could I survive it? How? When you face the monster under the bed, it shrinks. Turn pain into a project heartbreak. Write a guide for others. Career setback. Build a new skill. Your mess becomes your message. Why women unlock this faster. We're already multitaskers, problem solvers, emotional warriors. Stoicism just gives us the framework to weaponize our struggles. What's one pain from your past that actually made you stronger? Type it below. It might inspire someone. Anti-fragility isn't about being invincible. It's about knowing nothing can break you because you've already rebuilt yourself before. You're not just resilient, you're unstoppable. So what's the biggest takeaway from these 10 Stoic lessons? It's this: you don't control what life throws at you, but you always control how you respond. Whether it's a toxic coworker, a heartbreak, or your own self-doubt, Stoicism gives you the tools to turn chaos into clarity and pain into power. Think back to Lesson 5, where we talked about the power of silence, or Lesson 2, where you learn to see obstacles as fuel. These aren't just theories, they're lifelines, the kind of wisdom that stays with you when you're lying awake at 3 a.m. wondering if you're good enough. Spoiler, you are. Now, I want you to do something right now. Pick one lesson that hit you the hardest. Maybe it's amor fati, loving your fate, or the circle of control. And this week, test it. Like a scientist. Because Stoicism isn't about reading, it's about doing. And if you fail, good. That's lesson number 11. Every stumble is part of the training. Before you go, drop a comment with this emoji female sign if you'll try one of these tools this week. And if you're ready to go deeper, hit like. And let's get you to 10,000 likes so I can make a full Stoic morning routine video next. Because you're not just watching, you're becoming. And I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and if no one's told you today, you're doing better than you think. Now go make Marcus Aurelius proud.